The Earth is warming at an alarming rate, faster than at any point in human history. Human activities, primarily the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas, are releasing vast amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, creating a greenhouse effect that causes the planet to warm significantly. The consequences of inaction are dire, leading to more frequent and severe weather events. Scientists warn of catastrophic consequences if we don't act now, including rising sea levels and loss of biodiversity. Rising temperatures threaten our planet's delicate balance, endangering ecosystems and human livelihoods. The time for complacency is over. We must act decisively to protect our future. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the leading international body for the assessment of climate change, has issued stark warnings about the urgent need for action. The IPCC's reports provide compelling evidence of human-induced climate change, urging immediate and sustained efforts to mitigate its impacts. We are running out of time to avert the worst impacts. The window for meaningful action is closing rapidly, and the future of our planet depends on the choices we make today. Global warming is increasing the frequency and intensity of extreme weather events. Heat waves are becoming more severe and prolonged, leading to heat stroke and wildfires. Droughts are intensifying, causing water shortages and crop failures. Hurricanes and cyclones are gaining strength due to warmer ocean temperatures. These storms bring devastating winds, torrential rainfall, and coastal flooding. The human and economic costs of these disasters are staggering. Climate change is also disrupting weather patterns, leading to more unpredictable and extreme events. For example, the polar vortex, a band of cold air that normally circles the Arctic, is becoming more unstable, causing unusual cold snaps in lower latitudes. Global warming is pushing countless species to the brink of extinction. The rapid changes in our climate are creating conditions that many species simply cannot survive. As temperatures rise, habitats are changing too rapidly for many species to adapt. This rapid shift leaves animals struggling to find new homes and resources. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, are particularly vulnerable to warming waters and ocean acidification. These delicate ecosystems are home to a vast array of marine life. Climate change is disrupting ecosystems and food chains. The balance of nature is being thrown off, affecting every level of the food web. For example, shifting migration patterns of birds and insects can impact pollination and pest control. These changes can have cascading effects on agriculture and natural plant communities. The loss of biodiversity has far-reaching consequences for the health of our planet and our own well-being. Biodiversity is crucial for ecosystem stability and resilience. Scientists estimate that we are losing species at a rate 1,000 times faster than the natural extinction rate. This accelerated loss is unprecedented in Earth's history. This loss of biodiversity undermines the resilience of ecosystems and threatens the services they provide, such as clean air, water, and food. The decline in species diversity puts our own survival at risk. Sea levels are rising as global temperatures increase. Melting glaciers and ice sheets are adding more water to the oceans. As sea levels rise, coastal communities face an increased risk of flooding and erosion. Millions of people living in low-lying areas are vulnerable to displacement. Coastal cities and infrastructure are at risk of damage or destruction. The economic and social impacts of sea level rise are profound. Small island nations are particularly vulnerable, as rising sea levels threaten their very existence. The international community must work together to address the needs of climate refugees and support vulnerable communities. The Paris Agreement, adopted in 2015, is a landmark international agreement aimed at combating climate change. The agreement aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, preferably to 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to pre-industrial levels. To achieve this goal, countries have committed to reducing their greenhouse gas emissions. The agreement also includes provisions for financial and technological support to developing countries to help them transition to low-carbon economies. While the Paris Agreement is a crucial step forward, more ambitious action is urgently needed. Countries must strengthen their commitments and accelerate the transition to a sustainable future. A key solution to global warming is to transition from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources. Solar, wind, geothermal, and hydropower offer clean and sustainable alternatives to fossil fuels. Investing in renewable energy technologies is essential. Governments can incentivize the development and deployment of renewable energy. Policies such as carbon pricing and feed-in tariffs can make renewable energy more competitive with fossil fuels. The transition to a clean energy economy also creates new jobs and economic opportunities. Investing in renewable energy infrastructure can stimulate innovation and drive economic growth. While systemic change is crucial, individual actions also matter. We can all make a difference by reducing our carbon footprint. Simple changes to our daily habits can have a significant impact. Reducing energy consumption at home and choosing energy-efficient appliances can make a difference. Walking, cycling, or using public transportation instead of driving can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. Adopting a more sustainable lifestyle also involves making conscious consumer choices. Supporting companies that prioritize sustainability and reducing our consumption of single-use plastics can contribute to a healthier planet. The fight against global warming requires a collective effort from governments, businesses, and individuals. It is not just the responsibility of one sector or one group, it is a shared duty that we all must embrace. We must act with urgency and determination to protect our planet for future generations. Every action we take today will have a lasting impact on the world we leave behind. The time for complacency is over. We must act decisively. Our window of opportunity is closing, and the consequences of inaction are too dire to ignore. By working together, we can create a more sustainable and equitable future for all. Planting trees, reducing waste, and supporting renewable energy are just a few ways we can make a difference. Let us rise to the challenge and be the generation that solves the climate crisis. Our youth are leading the charge, inspiring us all to take bold steps. The future of our planet depends on it. The melting glaciers and disappearing ice caps are stark reminders of the urgent need for action. The challenges posed by global warming are immense, but so too is our capacity for innovation and collective action. From solar panels to wind turbines, our technological advancements offer hope. By embracing the urgency of the crisis and working together, we can create a more sustainable and equitable future for all. Let us join hands and commit to making a difference, one step at a time.